Want to speed up your language learning? Get access to all of our best PDF cheat sheets for free. Just click the link in the description and sign up for your free lifetime account right now.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Ask Alisha, the weekly series where you ask me questions and I answer them. Maybe. Let's get to your first question this week. First question this week comes from Aldonce from the Central African Republic. Hi Aldonce. Aldonce says, "Hi Alisha, I'd like to know the difference between online and live. Could you please explain this?" Okay, so online versus live. Let's start by talking about the word live. When we say that a piece of media, like video or audio, is live, that means it's being broadcast right now. There are no edits. The person is speaking in that moment. The person is acting in that moment. So you are seeing everything happening in real time. So we sometimes see this in the news, like we see a live news report where the reporter stands in front of a scene and explains what's happening at that moment. We would describe that as a live report or as a live broadcast. On this YouTube channel, for example, we have regular live broadcasts, live lessons. So that means the broadcast is unedited. You're watching it happen in the moment. So we can say that that is a live lesson. Of course, our live lessons are recorded, so after the lesson, it's no longer live, but it was a live lesson. It was recorded without any kinds of edits or anything like that, and it was shared. So after a live broadcast, yes, we can still watch it, of course, but it is no longer live. So live refers to something being done in the moment, real time. So it doesn't mean that something is unplanned. It just means that it's being done without any kinds of edits or there's no changes being applied in the moment. So this is what live refers to. Online, on the other hand, has quite a few different uses. We can use online to refer to our status. For example, when we are on the phone, using our phone, I mean, not actually calling someone, but when we're on our phone using social media, for example, other applications, using the internet, we are in the state of being online. So for example, if I'm using Google to search for something, or if I'm on Facebook or Instagram or something, I am online. We use online to mean using the internet. I am online. So you can kind of think of this as imagining the internet as a bunch of lines that we cannot see that connect us to the rest of the world, and we are using that in the moment. So we are online. So online refers to being on the internet. We can also use online to talk about something that is available on the internet. For example, when someone makes a new video or they create a new product and they release it and they share it to other people, they might say, "My new video is now online. It's now available for you on the internet." Or, "My new product is now online," or "Our new app is now online," which means it's ready for you to use. It's available. It's online. So online refers to this connectivity to the internet. Live refers to something that's being broadcast without edits or any changes. It's in the moment. So we can use these in kind of similar ways. For example, when we talk about our live broadcast, we might say our live broadcasts go online once a week, which means our live unedited broadcasts become available to people once a week. So we can kind of use them in similar situations, but they do refer to separate things. So I hope that this helps you understand the differences between online and live. Thanks very much for an interesting question. Okay, let's move on to your next question. Next question comes from Maud Shahid. Hi, Maud. Maud says, "How do I use once for future actions?" Nice question. Okay, so once for future actions. That means we want to talk about something that has some kind of condition attached to it, right? For example, once I finish my homework, I'll watch some TV. Once you finish that report, can you come help me in the conference room? So once is used to introduce this kind of condition. It means after you have completed this thing, or after this thing becomes true, this thing will happen, this other thing will happen. So after A, B. So in the first example sentence, I said, "Once I finish my homework, I'll watch TV." Another way to say that sentence is, after I finish my homework, I'll watch TV. You might think, well, why should I use once? Why should I use after if they mean the same thing? It's up to you, really. In my opinion, once sounds a little bit more formal than after. If I were thinking to myself, or if I were talking to a friend or maybe a family member, in most cases, I feel like I would say after. Like, after I finish my homework, I'll watch some TV with you, for example. You could say once, though, as well. Once I finish my homework, I'll watch TV. The same thing applies in work situations, as in my second example sentence. So, once you finish that report, can you come help me in the conference room? We could also say this as, after you finish that report, can you come help me in the conference room? Both of these are completely correct. It's up to you to decide which one you'd want to choose. Again, in my opinion, once sounds a little bit more formal, a little bit more polite to me, but that's up to you. So, I hope that this answers your question. We use this once to refer to a condition being true and then some other action taking place. So I hope this answers your question. Thanks very much for sending it along. Okay, let's move on to our next question. Next question comes from Alamri. Hi, Alamri. Alamri says, does like have more than one meaning? Yes, like. The word like has lots and lots of different meanings, different uses. So let's quickly go through a few of the most common. So we can use like as a verb, of course, like I like this, or I like him, I like her, and so on. It means we feel good about that thing. We enjoy that thing. That thing makes us feel happy. I like this type of music. I like that food. So we use this like as a verb to express things that we enjoy, things that make us happy. We have other uses of like outside of this verb use, though. I know that I'm very guilty of using like as what's called a filler word. So when we're thinking about some other topic and we need another word to kind of fill the silence, we tend to use words like and so on, and lots of people use like. I'm one of those people. Some people think it's a bad habit. It's just kind of a style of speech. So like is also one of these filler words that people use. This use of like doesn't mean that it has a meaning. When we use like as a filler word, it's just kind of a word that we're using to say something, to show that we're thinking in that moment. So if you pay attention, I'm sure you will find me using like in this way throughout many videos on this channel. So like is also used as a filler word. We use like in another way to express comparisons, to talk about two things that are similar in some way. For example, he eats like a pig. This shows that someone eats in a manner similar to a pig. So you use this to compare two different things, and we want to kind of show some sort of similarities between those things. We can use like to do that. So like has this meaning as well. Finally, you will also see like used a lot on social media. So we use like as a verb in social media, much like we use the verb in speech to mean that we appreciate something or we're excited about something. It's usually a button, or maybe it's a star or a heart, whatever. We can use it on social media as a verb, meaning to like something, meaning to double click on something on Instagram, or to push a button showing that we enjoyed that thing. We can also use it as a noun in this way too. For example, my Instagram post got a lot of likes. I'm super excited. Or my Instagram post didn't get very many likes. I'm sad. So we can use like as a noun in this way to refer to social media use. So I hope that this helps answer your question about the various uses of the word like. There are quite a few. Thanks very much for sending this question along. All right, that is everything that I have for this week. Thank you, as always, for sending your great questions. Remember, you can send them to me at EnglishClass101.com/ask-Alisha. There is also a link to this in the description, so check that out too. If you like this lesson, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Also, check us out at EnglishClass101.com for some other things that can help you with your English studies. Thanks very much for watching this week's episode of Ask Alisha, and I will see you again soon. Bye!